my latest video. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm not going to do a tutorial because it's not allowed to be done. I'll explain why further on. I'm going to do a review of these purses. This is the FranchiPouchy bow die, so it's the pouch with the bow. There is other shapes available for this. There is the one without the bow and there's a scalloped edge one as well that I've recently seen. Right, to start with, why I can't give you a tutorial on this. That is because the shape is copyright protected. You can't show it in a flat form because people could copy it and steal it, which isn't fair on the designer of the shape, who work hard to make such cool designs for us bow makers and crafters and other people in our industry. So, other things that I'm going to go into is the fabrics that you can use. What's so great about this die is every fabric I've tried has held up. I've used like these transparent jelly kind of ones, and there is chunky glitter. I've used this suede fabric, fine glitters, felt backed velvet, felt back cotton, this weird beady stuff. I actually think that's one of my favourite ones. Holographic leatherettes. I've used absolutely every kind of fabric going. Every single one has held up really well with it. I haven't had anything go badly with it yet. I haven't tried canvas, the printed canvases, as I don't think they'll work, but that's just personal preference why I haven't tried them. If you've got a spare sheet that's scrappy going begging, may as well give it a go if you want to. Something I've seen asked in a lot of groups is, can things fall out of them? The answer to that is no. I can't go into too much detail without showing you the design, so I'm not going to do that. But I can just say it's not going to fall out. There is no possible way that money could fall out of any of these edges. It's not just the edge here. This side goes right up to the top, so you can't get anything come over the side if it is closed. Nothing is going to fall out of it. The studs are little screw-in rivets. I personally recommend, if possible, to buy direct from FranchiPouchy because I've tried a few others out and I haven't found any as good as theirs yet. They are a little bit pricier, but you pay for what you get. These ones here I got from Amazon. They are really hard to screw on and not quite as thick, so to speak. Like the actual rivet isn't as thick, so you can't get as much of your fabric through them. Whereas these ones are a little bit chunkier and a little bit more sturdy and a lot easier to screw in. The ones I got from Amazon as well, I also noticed when it arrived, despite the fact they should be the same size as these, they're actually a little bit smaller. How they open, quite easy, just open and close. Big Shot. If you are buying the Big Shot die for this, you do need to have the Big Shot Plus, which is the A4 sized machine. I think a lot of people have got this one now, but just in case you don't, then there's no point you buying this die until you have it because it won't fit in your machine. But you might be able to buy a template which you can cut by hand, which is fine. It won't look quite as neat probably, but you know, it'll do the job. What else was I going to go into? Oh, fabric. Another question I've seen is, how much fabric does it use? You will need a full A4 sheet to do it, but you don't just get a purse out of it. You can get a purse, and out of one sheet I've had a purse, a pair of these kind of snap clips, a pair of the fringe clips, like 45mm alligator clips covered. I've had a pair of those, and also a pair of butterfly fringe clips, which you will see in one of my other videos. And also from the very same sheet of fabric, I've managed to make like a small little bow as well, so one of those kind of things. So you do get your purse and quite a few little extra bits out of it, so you know, it's not just the purse. What I would say is why it complements your business. If you are a business crafter and you already have a Big Shot and you are already a bow maker, this is a perfect addition for your business because one, you've already got all the right materials to make it, and two, any fabrics that you buy are also going to be useful to have with it. So any fabrics that you buy for your bows you can also use for these purses, and they're a lovely little extra. And when you actually have these purses, you are catering for more people than what you usually do, because if you're normally catering for, say, little girls with your bows, you can make these for adults as well. So you could do like a mum and daughter set of like a purse for the mum and a matching bow for the daughter, which would be really lovely little gift set ideas, especially for Christmas. One thing that I will say is with printed sheets like this or patterns that go in a certain direction, I personally wouldn't use those for the purse. That is because once you're all folded up and your sides are folded in, you're going to have upside down pattern on your sides, which is okay if you like that kind of thing, but if you're selling for a business, I don't think it looks that professional if you have like upside down patterns and things. So personally, I wouldn't use anything directional like that. Now, one thing I will get asked about is pricing for these purses. Personally, I'm not going to go into a lot into pricing because I think everybody has different costs and different ways of figuring their pricing out. So all I will say is make sure you know your base cost. How much have you paid to actually make it? How much does it cost you for your fabrics? How much have your studs cost you? And how much have you paid for the dye? How many purses do you think you will make from the dye? And take that into consideration. If you think you'll only ever make 10 purses, you probably shouldn't have bought the dye, but because obviously it's going to bump your costs up significantly. But if you're going to make 100, then if it's a £40 dye, that's 40p per purse that you have to take into consideration. If you're going to make 1,000 from it, then it's like 4p per purse. But yeah, things like that you need to take into consideration. I won't tell you a price to charge because I think everybody's businesses work differently, and it's wrong to tell you a price because I don't know your costs. I don't know how much you paid for your fabrics. I don't know how much your insurance is. I don't know how much you charge an hour for your time. There is a formula on Facebook that a lot of people use, which is to get your base costs, which is the cost of all of your fabrics and everything, your actual cost to make it, and then figure out how much of your time it costs you. So if you can make 10 an hour and you charge £10 an hour, then you need to charge £1 for your time. So if it costs you £1 for your time and £2 for your fabrics, your base cost is £3. And then to get your wholesale price, you double that up to £6, and to get your retail price, you double that up again, which gives you £12. This is not a formula I use personally, but I do know a lot of people that do use it. I have totally different ways of working my prices out that I'm happy with to charge for my products. But yeah, I hope this video is of use to someone out there, and I hope it encourages you to try something new out, because these purses are gorgeous and they will really complement so many different craft businesses. So thank you for watching. Bye.